arsenic, mercury.
So now we will create the method.
Now we will
right?
create a method. So first, you can create the method without the plasma running. Okay. So while we are waiting for the purging, 30 minutes, we can create the method. Later we can ignite the plasma and run the sample. So go to lab books. Okay.
Lab books.
Yeah, lab books.
And then
Okay. Now create a new lab book.
create a new lab book from a blank template.
From a blank template. We don't have template yet. Okay.
Okay.
So we will create a lab book from blank. Okay. Equant, leave it.
Equart
Equant.
from evaluation.
And then,
then go to create lab book.
Okay.
Okay.
But first, see the error is, it will show you. You have to put a
Enter
name.
a lab book name.
Okay. You
So
can
we
put
have
a
to
name.
create a name.
Any error, it will show you exclamation point.
Okay.
Okay. And then go down. Create a lab book. Okay. Now, which analytes?
لا for example ممكن كروميوم possibly
It's in the element. Let's say we select 10 from here. But then we will select another 10. We will create another method. Okay.
We can do at a time 10.
yeah
Yeah. We can make 29 also.
Sorry,
We can make 29.
29.
29 elements one time.
Yeah, one time. But it's tiring, you know. will not. You will create only 10 for
Chromium
now. But
nitrate.
then you will create 10. Okay.
يعني كروميوم 3 نيترايت نون
Non-hydrate.
Yes. So here you follow as. For example, calcium carbonate as calcium. Okay.
نعم
So for example, beryllium acetate as beryllium. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's
as كروميوم
it's a
يعني
compound.
يعني نورمالمون
For example, chromium
كروميوم 3 et 6
as chromium.
as كروميوم
As chromium. It's not 6. It's general as chromium.
جنرال كروميوم
So for example, copper 2 nitrate hydride ICP grade as copper.
As
so you
copper.
have to
And
select
general.
copper. Yeah, general. This is not MS, so there is no isotope. You can select.
for example كروميوم كروميوم
Yes. You can select the wavelength, okay, friend? Okay, you can select the wavelength. But if there is no specific method, you can select the first one. Okay, no need to go. In some method, okay, some application, it will tell you the exact wavelength because of the interference of the other element. Okay? But if you don't have any method to follow, like what we are going to do, we will select now the
first one.
first one. First one is a default setup, which is what you call this one, tested in the factory that it will work. But like I said, depends on the application. Sometimes your sample also, because of the matrix, it will affect. So it will tell you the exact wavelength. Okay, just click right, left click, and it will automatically select the first one.
كروميوم
Huh?
under élément
Copper? I'm not sure if it's there. I hope so. Usually, the 29 elements is on the center. No?
Okay.
So it's transition metals. Okay, that's fine. For practice, no problem. And then, what's next? Go to measure mode. So you have to do it one by one.
Okay. So we
See,
choose
in the
about
measure mode,
measure models.
Okay, it's only radial.
Radial.
So if you have duo system, you will have axial, where you can it can go to. In this case, you will leave it as is, nothing to touch. Okay. Go to acquisition parameters. first one. One by one, you have to do it, you know. Okay, so see, it's all radial. So there's
Yeah,
this is also fixed. This is the wavelength that you selected. This is the element. Leave it. Go to intelligent uptake.
Automatic.
Yes, automatic.
Possibly change.
You can change if you select from here.
Yeah.
And we go to every
It will-
element
yeah.
and we change it, right?
Yeah.
Analyze.
Whatever you select in the analyze, the wavelength, see, for example, select,
Yeah.
let's say I want
it should-
357, it will show you 357 then. Okay?
So the other wavelengths may be isotopes, for example.
It could be. But
Isotopes.
actually, the main thing, Doctor,
But
you know, the thing is, we don't have the application right now. Why we are selecting other wavelength? It's because of the design of the instrument. Okay, the design of the instrument, so it will scan all the all the lights, and sometimes because of interference, he could not see that particular element. So instead, he will use another lines. Okay, and he assign it as a different wavelength, but actually it's the same element. So it's okay. So
in this window, actually, in the Meyer modes, we don't need to change anything.
no, because yes. Actually the software is designed to control dual setup. But since this is configured as radial, so there's nothing to change that. Unless you have a specific method telling that you have to change the uptake time or the position like this. So right now, if you select all the default settings, it will give you the best settings for it. Okay. So far it's okay, but I think it's fine. So intelligent uptake, no need to click. Now here, intelligent uptake.
Intelligent update.
Yeah. Intelligent uptake means, for example, he could not find a certain element. Okay, he will keep on trying. This is why it's called intelligent uptake. So uptake means from the auto sampler to going to the system. So he will try to find that particular element for you before he will proceed. Okay, but usually we don't need it. Okay, this is only when you are making a like R&D on the sample. It can help, but for now I would suggest don't touch. Okay, later you will find out the purpose. Okay, I just want you to first do the basic thing, and then we will move forward by time. So let's go to standards. Standards, now we will create our standards. Okay,
New.
click new, elemental standard. You can put a name.
1, 2,
It's up to you. You can put a name, multi-element like
You
this.
can say standard 1, standard 2.
It's up to you. STD1.
concentration
Yes.
0.5.
Okay. But okay. Problem. What happened? Then you have to select here. No.
No.
Go back again. I'll explain the difference. Delete.
New.
Delete. Delete X. Okay. New. Elemental. C. 10. Okay. Put the name. I think it will be the same. Delete again.
So why we are
I will
We are
explain the
going-
difference. Elemental. Elemental. You have to click here. Then create standard using analyte list, the one that you selected from here.
okay?
Okay, see?
So that means he will shoot the analytes.
Yeah.
Okay, all
The
the
one that
all the
selected it.
elements.
If you don't click that one, you have to select again from here, the one that you selected from
Oh, okay.
from this
Okay.
one. So
So we have
a
to
shortcut,
click create from the list.
Possibly change unit
yeah,
PPB.
of course.
PP. But
You can make it PPB. You can see if you click here, you see it, right? As you like. Okay.
All.
But I think it's better to PPM.
Yeah, yeah,
It will be a big number if you
Yeah.
make it PPM.
So PP.
Yes, please, yeah.
But
So, are you sure it's 10?
construction. Sir.
What type?
غير معروف concentration كيف
No,
0.5.
the standard, the concentration
as-
de standard.
You remember you put
Ah,
the name like 0.5, you know, the description. So
yeah.
it should be
0.5.
0.5.
Right?
Okay?
And نعم أول but
Now we are creating a standard curve, so we should know the concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
New
you again.
elemental standard, standard name.
Okay.
نين واحد
I think you will be confused later.
Hmm?
I thought this is 1.5. Better put the name as standard 1, standard 2. But it's a practice on it. It's okay. Okay?
اوكي
Okay. If you go to quantification, it's not important. Okay? That's it. No need to change. Pit type will be linear. Okay?
yeah
Ratio, nothing to do because we're not going to do dilution, so it's fine. It's okay. We don't have to make whatever. This is leave it as is. Okay?
With sample list.
Now go to sample list. This is important. Here, now we will define our auto sampler. If you see Setax ASX520, this is the one. Okay, this is the brand. So the sample list, go here.
Should write an identification. Say sample 1.
sample
This
No.
one.
First, we will do a calibration, right?
Yeah.
So it should be, let's
So
say,
we put the
one.
standard curve. Standard 1. STD,
Actually,
STD. STD
we
1.
should start with blank.
Blank.
Should be
BLK.
blank.
BLK.
لا
Doctor,
Blank.
make it abbreviations, okay? BLK. Yeah.
And then
Okay. Repeats.
go to here, sample type.
Sample type.
Repeats means actually it will 3 times it will try it, you know, and then he will get an average.
Replicate.
So go to
List blank.
blank. Then okay,
Dilution factor.
factor
nothing.
No dilution.
No dilution. Go up to the other end.
Vial position 1.
Okay, see, this is very important. So, okay, dilution is if we perform a dilution or sometimes we, what do you call this one, digest the sample, okay? So, once we digest the sample, we have the dilution factor, okay? Then you can put the dilution factor from here. But because you don't have the, I'm talking about the sample, not the standard. Standard, usually dilution is 1,
yeah.
means no dilution, okay? But what later in the sample, if you digest the sample and you have dilution
yeah
factor, then you put it there.
sample deletion factor
Yes, okay, clear?
So I put the dilution factor so that he calculated
Automatically.
automatically.
automatic
So I don't have to go back
You
and do the calculations
Yes,
outside.
you will
Okay.
get the final result. Okay? So here now we will define the
rack
rack. What is standard means? What is
What-
standard? Because
standard,
here we have standard 1, 2, 3, 4.
4
Huh?
4
This
No.
is standard.
No.
See, this is the rack. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the
This
standard.
standard.
Okay? So you have to select because this is blank, we will put blank here. Correct?
what لا
So you have to
We will
put
put blank here.
yeah
and then
Standard.
no, you have to put standard
Standard, right?
Stand.
and then position 1.
Ah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Clear, huh?
Yeah.
So this one is standard. This is rack 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay?
Mm.
So
Say again.
standard.
So what?
This is
Standards?
standard. This is rack 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay? So here, since we are going to put the blank on the standard
Mm.
position, so it will be select the standard and then location is 1. Okay? This is standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? I'm talking about the position, not the standard itself.
Okay.
Now, add another one.
No, new.
Add. Okay. What you put?
Standard.
STD1.
STD1. Okay.
Okay.
Standard.
Yeah. Because you put 1 in the description, so
Okay.
that's why.
What?
No.
No, standard.
A standard.
Standard.
Okay.
Then
Vial 2, right?
okay.
Okay.
Let me try.
Repair.
Repeat 3 times.
3 times.
So,
Replicate 3 times.
two. Okay, and then we go to standard. And then it's 1, 2, and then
That's one thing we can do also, doctor. We can fit the screen. You can only to
Okay.
brush it on the
Three.
so, okay. Done. Right click. Hit cells to grid. Okay. So no need to
so where did we get it from here?
fit
Fit
cells to
cells
grid.
to grid. Okay. And if we want to go back, fit cells to content.
Try. It's
So fit cells to. Okay.
no need to, because sometimes you will forget, you know.
Okay. Add standard 3. And then here is standard. Okay, and then 4.
Position. ثلاث هنا خص 2.
3. This 3.
3.
So this
Two.
is 2.
Position is correct.
Yeah, position is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then these should be 5. Standard 4. Position 5. Okay.
Okay. Now sample.
Yeah, we put the samples now.
No. This is just
Oh, yeah,
calibration.
yeah,
You
that's
can
for the
put
calibration.
After the calibration, you can
We can
put,
sample.
put samples.
We can put the calibration curve as samples.
You can use also.
Yeah.
The standards. As
Not
sample.
standards, put samples. Put 1, 2, 3, 4.
sample وين ما كاينش.
Unknown. You
Unknown.
make it unknown. Unknown.
unknown.
Let's say here A or X, whatever.
1. Put 1.
ما في معلومة.
ما في معلومة.
Okay?
Sample 1.
sample.
That's correct.
Okay.
So it should be unknown. For example, just it should be clear. No.
No.
So, that's why
Nothing.
not calibration.
And this position at the end, vial 5. No. Yes, vial 6.
Actually,
this one.
see, there is an option. I will explain. You
Okay.
can put it in rack 1, okay? Then you will put your standard. Okay? Understand? Let's assume this is your sample, actual. Okay? We will take extra volume, let's say standard 2 as a sample. Okay, but
Okay.
let's assume it's unknown. Okay? So we'll put here. We'll run two samples right after.
So what is
Okay.
the what, we have to choose the rack, right?
Yes, you have to choose a rack.
Where is this rack
It's
one?
here.
Oh, here.
So standard
Rack.
means this one.
Rack. This is rack one.
Rack 1, 2, 3, 4 as this one.
Oh, yeah. One.
This is rack one position.
This is rack 1.
This rack one
كلها
position.
كلها.
Position 1.
One.
So
Okay, this
positioning
rack
is 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, and then
Yeah.
go back. Okay, so this is position one, number one,
Yes.
and then we add some to some, and then unknown, and then go to one, and then number two,
Are you okay? That's it.
right?
Okay,
Good.
now you can position it.
So it's okay
Because
now.
later you will save it.
Save.
After that, save.
Okay, save here. Save.
As is.
Comment. Okay,
Okay.
and then we
Then button we will click.
Create.
No, start and then.
start.
But now
No,
it's
no.
not yet. The plasma is not yet
Plasma.
ignited.
Okay,
So you can close also because it's already saved. Okay.
now it's
So
saved.
it's ready here.
Okay, so
Okay.
we click it on it, and
Later we will open.
so we put now the
No,
samples.
I will show. If you click it, it will open the same, the one you did. Okay?
Okay.
So now we will not start it like I said because what's the reason? No, this is different. Okay, sorry. Because it's like this. So this is previous test. Sorry, this one. Okay? This is the one I opened, is previous test. Okay? The factory.
This what?
This is qualification in the factory.
Okay.
This is the one we made. Okay?
Method
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Created method.
Okay. This is the one. It's not yet done. What is the difference? I will show. This is finished. You will see. There is already. Sorry. This is the one that is already done. Finished. Okay. See, you have the result already here. Okay. Okay. The one that is not yet run, I will open. Nothing. Yet. Okay.
Okay. Now we prepare the samples.
Now you prepare a sample
Okay.
according to the table that you did.